Hey guys, and welcome to the Good Space with your girl Leonette. Today I've got another guest, which I'm happy. Her name is Chinelo. Chinelo, if you just want to give a little intro, maybe like 3 words to describe you or who you are and what you do, whatever's more your vibe.
My name is Chinelo. I would call myself the Green Queen, travel extraordinaire, mental health. That's what I'd use to describe me.
That sounds good. I feel like that literally, I hit it.
Yeah,
Green Queen, yes. Okay,
yeah.
yep,
You can see my
yes,
tattoos. Yeah,
yes. Oh my gosh, you're
yeah.
really committed.
I'm committed. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, as you know, I love a little icebreaker at the Good Space. And if you follow Chinelo on her page, you know that she loves a little like adulting 101, little like peak adulting on her Insta stories that lets us know we're not alone. We're all going through the same things. We're all just trying. So,
Yeah.
I'm going to give a scenario and you're going to tell me like, is this a fail or is it like adulting 101, as in you tried?
Okay.
Or is it just peak fail? You didn't even try.
Yeah.
So, you meal prep for the week, but ended up ordering takeout on day 2. Peak
Ooh.
adulting, or did you just fail?
It depends. It depends on the reason for the ordering. Obviously I'm a woman, and I know I shouldn't be, I'm not trying to spend money, but the time of the month was coming, so I bought sweets and popcorn. So, if it was like that, I feel like it's reasonable.
Agree.
I feel like if the hormones are at work, should you have done that? No. But then also, I don't know. But you know your cycle. You should know your.
No.
They tried. They tried small, but yeah, let's do better.
That you should know your cycle.
You
I'm
should.
sorry.
You should.
And I know when it's coming, but sometimes like before you're like, I can fight it. I'm gonna beat it.
Yes.
I'm gonna like order. So I'm gonna buy food so I don't order. I'm gonna be really healthy. But then it comes and it just takes over anyway.
I don't know. I think for me, if you went out and got it, I think I would have more compassion because I don't order in because the small fee, then the delivery fee, then all the fees. If you did that, then you failed because you have just spent £10 more for no reason. Whereas if you were, on your way home and then KFC was there and you just said, okay, I would have more mercy. But if you did that from the app, that's very naughty. Very naughty.
I like the context. Very naughty.
Context is important. It's very important. 100%.
Another one for you.
Oh.
So you showed up. You had a mad morning.
Yes.
But you managed to show up to your 9 a.m. meeting on time. But your shirt is dirty. There's a stain.
Yeah. Well, the first thing first is I would not have a 9 a.m. meeting. Sorry, my meetings start from 10.
Must be nice.
I'm not doing it. I'm actually not doing it. I can't function. When I have 9 a.m. meetings, I'm offended. I feel like you don't respect me because that means my laptop has to be on from 8:45.
Yeah.
It's not 9 a.m. Actually, my first session that I have in schools is 9:55. That's the earliest I would do because I need time to defrost. I need to have my breakfast. I need to dress myself. Yes, of course, that you do it before, but sometimes the mornings are hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm creaming my leg at 8:55. Sometimes I am. I have to be honest. Sometimes I am. So if you give me a 9 a.m., it's very tricky.
Yeah.
So the dirty shirt, is it face-to-face or online? The meeting.
Face-to-face. So you commuted.
I don't know. My hair length, depending where the stain is. If I could just cover it with my hair, or it's a bit cold in here and put my jacket. It depends. If I see it before, I think it's salvageable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I agree. I think the fact that you made a 9 a.m. meeting on time, it doesn't even matter.
I mean, you can tell it. It depends who the meeting's with. If it's like a serious, that one is a bit. But if it's like, you can turn into a little banter like, mornings, innit? And then you laugh it off. Because one thing about me, I can shame me. No one can shame me. Sorry. I can shame me. So this is funny. But if you laugh at me, that's a problem.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
Thank you for taking part in my little game.
I loved it.
So you gave everyone like a short intro into who you are, but just like a little bit of a deeper intro. If you could just let us know about like your role and also your favorite form of self-care.
Oh, okay. So at the time I had accepted to do this, I was a children's wellbeing practitioner. But since then, I am a senior children's wellbeing practitioner.
Level up, level up, level up.
Yeah, your girl has been really interviewing. So yeah, thank the Lord. Finally
Amen.
a senior. Best form of self-care. I like to sleep. Yeah, part of my adulting 101. I need to make sure I get those 9 hours, man. I need to go to bed.
9.
Go
Ooh,
to 9.
spicy.
As I've been approaching the 30s, it used to be a good 8, and then it went up to 8.5, but now it's a 9. It is, and I think it's just, yeah. There was a day I got 7 hours 55. It felt like I didn't sleep. Like I was struggling. I was actually struggling. I said 5 minutes has knocked me off. Like I couldn't function. So I feel like it's with age. I actually need.
Yeah.
And research has said women need more sleep because all the hormones, and so it's a 9. It's a comfortable 9 hours. Yeah.
Oh, you've enlightened me because honestly, I've been like trying to do the 8, and I'm still tired. Maybe I need an extra hour.
You may need an extra hour.
Love that. Sleep is your favorite form of self-care because it's free.
It's
And I'm all about like low-cost self-care, and it doesn't get any lower cost.
Yeah. After sleep, I was gonna say prayer. I feel that one is number 1. But yeah, sleep is important. Prayer, forget. I'm not. I need to go into my prayer closet, and I need to pray, because if I don't pray, I'm gonna crash and burn. So I'm going to go and pray. My phone is on do not disturb. You cannot reach me. Where is Chinelo? I will come back to the 700 messages, but I need to pray, guys, because if I don't pray, I'm going to cry.
Out. Gotta crash out.
Yes.
I feel like that as well. That's definitely one of the adulting tips that I've recently realized. Like I've always been like in my face, but I said no. This adulting, like trying to do it, I can't do it without prayer. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna be solid.
You have to pray. You have to pray.
What inspired you to actually go into this field?
What inspired me? So the journey is actually a funny journey. I think just naturally, it's always been my personality. All girls secondary school, bang bang. Shout out RDC school.
Oh Lord, let's not. No. Yes.
Shout out RDC school. I was the friend that hadn't experienced much of life because my mom told me to read my books. But people would come to me and ask me for advice all the time.
You seem very sensible.
Yeah, I was a sensible kid.
Yeah.
I would read my books and I would go home, and maybe sometimes I'll play on the street, but I'll go home. I wasn't really getting in trouble. And then what happened in sixth form, I kept changing my subjects and they got tired of me. They were saying, Chinelo, we cannot change the block again. You have 2 choices. You either have English or psychology. English showed me Pepe in school, and I said I will never touch that subject again. So my only option was psychology. Didn't know much about it. I picked sociology, loved sociology, to the point I was sociology student of the year in sixth form, PPM. But didn't see much of a career for it. So I went the psychology route, fell in love with that subject, and then just pursued it ever since. Did a psychology degree, did a mental health studies master's, and then went into my training course in 2021, and been here ever since. Time's gone, innit?
Been a long time. Like a lot of like education.
Yes, I am highly educated. Not by choice, but by career path. I've said I'm tired of graduating. 3 times. For this job that I've got now, because the cutoff has gone, I was meant to go uni in January, but I probably will have to go next year. So it's like, I'm not going to this graduation. Send me through the post. It's okay. I've taken my pictures. I like them. It's fine. I'm good.
So, like, is it like every level up, will you have to go to school?
Potentially.
Oh. Okay.
Potentially, yeah. So, I didn't think I was done. I knew I wasn't done, but that gap has been 4 years since I studied. But
that's so nice. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So the life of a psychology graduate is continued education. So that's where I'm at.
You know, that's good because it lets me know that like you are qualified, because it's not something to play with. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not just talking. Not just talking without evidence to back my talking. Like,
exactly.
I yap. I do professionally yap. I therapeutically yap, but I have substance of the yap.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
So what would you say is the biggest misconception to you around mental health in general?
Biggest... I think it's just the understanding of it in general. I think I was thinking white man's, like, it only happens to white people. But I don't think that's true. I think the way maybe in ethnic minority cultures it's handled is different, but I still believe they know it's there. They just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But I think just, what it is, I think that's the biggest misconception. I think the media hasn't helped, but people just have this really big stereotype. It's either they overthink it or they just be doing the silliest thing, like they move something an inch to the left. Oh, it's my OCD. And it's like, shut up. Shut up. Because if you see OCD, you will not be saying that. Some of us have seen OCD. We don't play, we don't joke, we don't say it as frivolously as you're doing. Like, these are real things that are happening, and because of order, which I would hope as an adult you are orderly, you're now diagnosing yourself with something. No.
Yeah. I feel like social media has played a big part in that self-diagnosing, like OCD, ADHD, all the bipolar, like, and I feel like bipolar is the one that people throw around. Oh yeah, my mood switch, I'm bipolar, not really understanding what like bipolar really is. And I think social media has definitely amplified people's self-diagnosing.
Yeah, I would agree. I think, the beautiful thing about social media is that it increases awareness, but I feel like just as people, we want to know things and we want definitions for things, but because of the increased awareness, it has led to the layperson, so someone that doesn't really have much understanding and knowledge of mental health, just labeling themselves with things. And it's like, okay, if you think all these things to be true, go see a doctor. No. And it's like, so is it true or is it not true? Which one is it? Because me personally, I would like to know something and I would, call up my GP and try to find out. But you're just satisfied with, I'm meeting one or two of those things, it's fine. When actually, to have a diagnosis, depending on the condition, you have to meet the majority. One or two things is not sufficient.
Yeah. So you specifically work with only children?
Only children. If they are of primary school age, I will work with their parents. But working with their parents to support their child.
Oh, that's lovely. Did you specifically want to just work with? Was that what the path you wanted? Okay, so that was on purpose.
I told myself maybe when I'm 50, I'd be willing to work with adults. I'm, some of these kids, I've been told that some of them thought I was 18, one thought I was 22. I said, okay, cool. I've got a long time in this career. That's great. That's really great. Because I said, you may want to add 11 to that. I was very happy with that. So I don't know. I feel like I have a passion for kids, and in my head, if you help a child, you make a better adult. Whereas I feel, a lot of us adults are very stubborn, very stuck in our ways, love to say, I turned out all right. No, you didn't. And even if you did turn out all right, do you not want to be better? Exactly. And I just feel like there are some stuff in adulting, like, I am an adult, but I would call myself a baby adult. Like, I'm at home. I haven't lived life per se. I've never paid a council tax bill in my life, So I don't want to be, chatting to, 40-year-olds and they're talking about real life problems. And I'm like, I have an answer because I've been trained, but there is a beauty in experiencing things. So I'm working with a lot of secondary school kids, and like, school is bad, and I'm like, school sucks. But it gets better. I can tell you that from lived experience. I finished school. Obviously I'm still in education from time to time, but school for the most part is done. So I can tell them that, whereas there is such a you're a child for 18 years, you're an adult for until the rest of your life. There are some elements of adulting which I'm like, this is sad, and I can probably do a good job, but I feel it goes a step further with lived experience.
That is so insightful, but also self-awareness, because honestly, I thought you were just gonna say, I like working with kids, like kids are easier. But to really be like, no,
there's a method.
There's a no, that's really, because I think there are people out here just doing things and not realizing that you need empathy or you need to have some sort of experience to relate to people. As you said, the books are there. I would know what to say.
Yeah.
But having that extra layer of like being able to relate and truly know what I'm saying, like it's true.
Yeah.
That is really, I love
Yeah.
that.
GCSEs, I done the A levels. They were tough, and I can tell you that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna be like, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
It's be hard, but
hard.
it's going to build you up.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell you that, but the other stuff is like, well, maybe some of the stuff that they've been through, I may have been the child of that, but I haven't seen it from the adult's perspective, so I don't know what that feels like.
So important. Do you go into schools? Do they come to you? You go, oh, that's so cool.
I go into schools, yeah. So every single day I'm at a different school, which I think for me just helps with, I guess, not being complacent. Like, I feel like, a lot of my colleagues, because it is a lonely job, you go to your schools, whatever, but I've been in the NHS for nearly 6 years. I've done the office. I've done it. It's not for me anymore. I like, going, doing my job, coming home. If I need to talk to a colleague, I can talk to a colleague. I enjoy it. It keeps me on my toes. Nothing is the same. Every day is different. And I need that.
I love that. So my question would be, if you go to like a different school every day, is it more like a one-time thing with the child as opposed to like, if you go to, like if I go to see my therapist, it's the same therapist every week. It's a bit of a different situation.
So I'm at a different school every day, but I have 4 set schools that I'm at. So they will see me for the set intervention.
Got that.
Yeah, so Monday I'm at a secondary school, Tuesday I'm at a primary school, Wednesday I'm in my house, yay, work from home. Thursday I'm at a secondary school, and Friday I'm at a primary school.
Okay.
That set school, so I have my caseload for each school.
Yep. Wow, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
In fact, honestly, the office thing, although I do it gets boring.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
I actually don't. It could probably be the worst thing you could do to me now. Like, I don't want it. Yeah, even because I don't have an office. I go to the local office to print and whatever. I just sometimes just that culture. You could just hear people talking about other, and it's like, it's not, because you can get sucked into it quickly. Like, you can just hear a conversation and then they're talking about it, and it's like, no, I actually do not want to be sucked into this. I would rather be without it.
So in your field, obviously you're speaking to kids, it can be quite deep. How do you protect your own mental health, like in your role? So when you leave work, is there anything you do like to woosah and let go, or are you just someone that kind of rolls off your back anyway?
I think it's with experience. So like I said, I've been in the NHS for nearly 6 years. My career started in a mental health hospital. So I've worked my way backwards. So I started off with severe. Then when I trained, it went to mild to moderate, and now I'm still within mild to moderate. But I had to learn the hard way, unfortunately. I would take it home with me. It would stress me out. I'm checking my emails outside work hours. And unfortunately, I found something that I shouldn't have found. And it just caused me the greatest bit of anxiety. And since then, I've prioritized, once it's work time done, it's staying here. I don't carry it with me. And obviously, I think that's from experience, because I've had team meetings, and the more newer staff, they're like, oh yes, I'm checking my phone at 6, and I'm like, guys, I get it, I've been there, but you need to turn that thing off. You need to get off it, because we are in caregiver roles. So your heart is in the right place because you care, but there's nothing you can do. So you need to leave it at the door. And if there is something that happened, another professional will deal with it, or the family. Like, we're only in the child's day 1 hour a week, but you're carrying that stress after. There's nothing I can do. I'm not seeing that child till next week. So what am I meant to do?
Gosh,
I choose peace. I choose peace. I can't come and kill myself, as the saying says. Like, I get it. You're wondering, but I think it's less because of the role I'm in. Like, the fact that they're seeing me in school means that they are in a position where they can function, and they're going to school as teachers. Actually, the previous job I had, you could go on annual leave for a week and come back, and that child has been moved to another place. So it's much harder to be like, are they going to be there? What am I coming into? Seven new kids when I get back. Like, it's a very fast-paced environment. So that was like, okay, I need to nip this in the bud, because I've got my own life. I know they like to say work-life balance, but what I've come to know is life happens at work, so it's not a real thing. You could be at work doing your notes, you see a text, and that's gonna make you dip. So actually, I need to look after myself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. If I'm not okay, how can I give back to them? So
Exactly.
to care for them, I also need to look after myself.
I love that. And I agree with everything
Yes.
you said. So, what advice would you give to someone who wanted to join your field, who wanted to work in your field?
Resilience. You need to be resilient. There's gonna be a lot of no's. There's gonna be a lot of rejections. Yeah. I think when I started my psychology degree, I think there was like 300 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I don't know everyone's business, but realistically, there's only one person I know that stuck out the mental health field.
Wow.
Other people went into other industries. Like I said, I'm sure there's more, but yeah, it is an easy career to get knocked off from, because there is a great need, but yeah, the career. So before, when I was in uni, it just used to be everyone was trying to be a clinical psychologist. Now that has been a thing that, yeah, they are trying to prioritize getting ethnic minorities in, because it is a very white middle class career. But before my job was around, yeah, I think my job started in 2019. So yeah, when I graduated, it didn't exist. So in my head, it's like PhD, 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 PhD.
Yeah.
And after 3 rejections, I said, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore. I need to. So I think, yeah, resilience. And that's resilience in the field, but I think also resilience in the sense of, if this is something that you want to do, you can't be looking at other people, because yeah, I work for the NHS. I'm not paid the most money. So if you're looking at your peers, you're going to feel like you're behind. But actually, if this is something that you want to do, money isn't everything. Actually, I'm very content. Yeah. Very content. I leave work satisfied. And even, there could be people that do make more money than me. But things that my friends have always said is, I feel like you're the only person that likes your manager and likes your team and likes your job. And I'm like, I love it. Like, I know it's work, but it doesn't feel like a job, because I love what I do. Yeah. Like, I could be having the worst day ever, and then I'm just, okay, let this session happen. I'm even thinking, please, can I cancel? But then that child just walks in the room and they're like, hi! You're just like, you know what? I can do this.
Oh, I love that.
I can do this. I can do this. So as much as, I'm there to help them, they also help me, because, life is tough. And, there's always something going on. But you just see a kid's, smile, just trying to help themselves. You're like, okay, you know what? I can show up today. Yeah.
Do you know, I feel like there's not a lot of job satisfaction nowadays. So I think it's nice to hear that, right?
People are chasing the bag. I'm actually not chasing the bag. I'm just trying to be content in what I do. I've accepted, if I'm saying, I'm going to pursue a career in the NHS, NHS, you can see them protesting every year. Yeah. We are not getting paid. But do I leave my job satisfied, like I'm making a difference? Like, I see the kids in the beginning when I first meet them, and they're looking the other way, they can't look me, and then by the the middle of the intervention, I can't get them to shut up. It brings me joy, because I'm like, wow, there was a time when you could not talk. I'm asking you questions and you're just nodding, but now you just keep talking, and it's like, this is beautiful. It actually means that it has worked. Because, you are just unrecognizable.
Oh, that is heartwarming. That is peak job satisfaction. Actually being able to see someone's life change, like in front of you, knowing that I did that, like we did that.
100%. It's a beautiful thing. Obviously, for other people's careers, it may be numbers or targets or whatever those things. But you can literally see someone change before your eyes. You're literally walking alongside someone, like, through the ups, through the downs, through the hardships, through the exam season. Like, you're literally seeing it all. Yeah. And just to be trusted with that as well. Because you don't have to people think like, oh yeah, you go to therapy and the therapist just looks at you and knows all your life.
You start talking.
When it's like, no, I actually need you to talk. Like, if you don't talk, I can't help you. Yeah. But you've actually trusted me with your heart. That's not a light thing. I don't take that lightly.
It's so true. And it's also something that, like, it changes your life. Like, I will forever remember my therapist. Like, I will, you owe them a part of your life. Like, my life wouldn't have gone a certain way if I did not sit down and speak to you and you tell me these things. So to know that you are such a big part of somebody's life as well, priceless.
Priceless. For such a, as much as, it's actually depending obviously on the modality of therapy, but I say usually because sometimes obviously I work in school, so there's holidays and there's whatever, so
Yeah.
it can make things drag out longer, but it's meant to be 8 sessions.
Yeah.
But the speed you see things, it's like, wow. Like,
Yeah.
we're on week 4 and you're just a completely different person. Like, it's amazing.
That's so nice. Is this something that like the schools reach out to the NHS and say we need this? Is it provided in every school? Like, how does that actually work?
So this was a government initiative, if I remember my coursework correctly, that started in 2019. So basically schools bid for the service.
Okay.
And usually it's picked by, I guess, like deprivation, the need of the school. So usually it is how does it work? It's something like we see 7,000 kids in a certain area.
Mm-hmm.
So in my service, well, in my borough, should I say, there's 5 teams.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we are in those schools in that area.
Okay.
So we're not everywhere. I think we are in. Well, I know my NHS trust, we have the most. I think we are in 48% of schools in the country, something like that. So we are, we're working really hard to grow that. I think my service went from 2 teams in 2019 to, I think is there 21 teams? It's grown very quickly.
Wow.
It's growing very quickly. Yeah. But yeah, we're not in every schools, but if they don't have us, they may have something else. So they may have like Mind, or they may have another service, school counselling. But I think the aim is, just trying to get some sort of provision in the school. So we're already in the school. So I don't work for the school.
Yeah.
But yeah, that school has the package. So we go into the schools, have meetings, discuss the needs. It's not just one-to-one work. We do groups, we do workshops. There's like and depending on the time of year, so we have like a Black History Month workshop just to try to get the ethnic minority kids to understand that like it's not just a white issue, like it affects us differently, like stigma and culture, and just trying to get through the barriers of seeking support. We have workshops for the primary school kids, like Friendship and Me, because these primary school kids, today they're your best friend, tomorrow they're your worst enemy, and at lunchtime they love you. And we have transition into secondary school, so that's a big one. So usually we go see the year 6s in June, July, and just try to prepare them. So things that I wish we had when we were in school, because I think you just get on with it, like, okay, you're in year 6 and now go to year 7. But it's a very big change.
It is. All these big kids.
You've gone from being the oldest at the school to being the youngest. Like, I know my first day as year 7. These kids are big.
I was shook.
With my big bag and my long skirt and just it was not cute. But if I just had someone to just guide me and tell me what to expect, I feel like it would have been a lot different. But you know, it's made me to who I am today. But it's a very big transition.
Yeah, agreed.
You're going to school by yourself now. Like, I was getting dropped everywhere. I was precious, and now you want me to go on this big bus by myself
with these people?
With these people eating chicken and chips every day. What kind of life was I living? I don't know, man. It's crazy. My digestive system is
it's still messed up. It still has not
chicken and chip every day, every day.
It's £1. Yeah, it's not recovered.
Every day. Why is a meal £1? Like, I miss it though. Don't get me wrong. Things are expensive, but when you actually deep it, it's like I was full up for £1 for 100p. I was content. That's crazy.
It's nice to hear that it's a government initiative though, because I do feel like obviously there's a lot of chatter around how the government could be doing more for mental health, and of course there's always more that you can do, but it is nice to hear that there are things being done. Maybe we don't know about them because if you're not of school age or you don't have children of school age, you won't know of the initiative. I also know that now there's like social prescribers are now a thing where they have them in more GPs, so there are things being done,
but you wouldn't know if it's
exactly
if it hasn't applied to you, ain't got no kids, you ain't got a younger sibling, why would you know? That's why me personally, before I talk, I like to be informed. People just like to talk and be like, this is not happening, it's like, but have you read, have you researched? It is happening. Things are happening. I
always say there can be more, but
always.
Always.
But as I even tell people, the parents I work with, it's always about it's always about numbers. Like, I would love to do more. I would love to, but sometimes your hands are tied. Actually, this is all I can do.
Of course. Cool. Chinelo, thank you so much. You've been really like, it's been so insightful, so exciting about your role. And also, I just love how, like, despite that, I feel like you're not, it doesn't feel heavy for you. You seem like you enjoy it. You're giving back to the people. You seem very chilled out. I know that you like sleep. So I'm going to maybe try to up my sleep as a form of
Sleep.
self-care for me.
Yes.
To try.
Sleep. I want my people to sleep. This is why people are in having arguments and doing, have you slept? No, you're irritable. Go to sleep. I don't know why.
So we know prayer and sleep. Is there anything else you could tell the people to achieve this level of calm?
I think at the same time, you have to want it, you know? I think a lot of people say they want stuff, and actually, are you actually doing stuff to get towards that? You're not.
That's actually crazy because I was listening to a sermon today, Joyce Meyer, and she literally said that.
Yeah, some people just, you don't want it.
Yeah.
You just like to be like, I want this, and why can't people leave me alone? But if it's the first one to be doing the most, your mouth is
crashing
there.
out.
Why are you there? I don't put myself as it. There's things that I can see brewing, and I see it, and I'm like, not today. I actually, my saying is, I don't have the time for this. I say that with sickness, if I have a cold, I actually have things to do. I don't have time for this cold. You need to go. Like, I have stuff to do. I have places to be. To be annoyed, I don't have time for it. I actually have stuff. It's going to set me back because now I have to calm myself down. I could have been doing something else. So it's not even a sense of because I know there is that toxic hustle culture we need to be. But mine is just actually looking at the plan I have for today.
Yeah.
Anger's not there. Not have anger. It's not there. Because now I have to be praying because I've probably killed you in my head 700 times. And now I'm not in a good place. And anything that comes my way, I'm just not in a place to receive it. And I'm just like, I don't need it. But
regulate
people just
your
don't.
Emotions. Regulate your emotions.
Oh, we have a very, I don't want to make it I will make it a societal thing. I don't want to make it specific to an ethnic group, but I feel like just naturally what has been done to parents, they do it and you're just shouting. And if you actually talk to me, I can hear it, and then you're confused why it wasn't well received. Why are you shouting? This is a child, because I think a big thing of why I like working with kids is children are children. They're not young adults, they're children. Children are going to get things wrong. If your boss did something wrong, would you shout at your boss like that? Why are you shouting at a child?
Oh no, please don't do that.
Like, this is their first, their first rodeo on the planet. We've got many years on them, and we get things wrong. A child has, I don't know, spilled a juice, and people are ready with the... Are you going to ask the child if they're okay? Like, they were really looking forward to that juice, and now it's on the floor.
They didn't do it on purpose. They actually wanted to drink that, actually.
They really wanted to drink the juice, and you're just annoyed and shouting at them and just speaking all of this rubbish onto them. And then when they're an adult, you're confused why they don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah, and why they're on smoke all the time. They're ready like that.
Why are you always angry? What? I want better for my people, man. Like, that's why I got into this. Representation matters. One of my schools heavily diverse. Love that school. Funny enough, they wear our school skirt. So when I walked into that school the first time, I said, oh my gosh, what's this I'm seeing? Scary. But most of the ethnic minorities I work with are from there. I get a lot of Nigerian kids. I had a couple of Asian kids, and it just it warms me. It really warms me because they really see, they understand. Like, it's not a foreign concept. I'm sure when they see my name, text them like, hi, I'm Chinelo. They're like, whoa. Because a lot of them go, I just thought you were going to be an old lady. I've even had white kids say, I just thought you were going to be an old lady. And we'd just be lying on the sofa, and I'm like, no.
It's different. Too much TV.
No, I'm a young babe. We're going to get real because, you can take the girl out South London, but you can't take the South London.
South London out the girl.
Yeah, we're still going to do this. I'm still going to be using my hands and talking like that. Like, I'm down with the kids. And that's why they like me because, yes, I'm a therapist. But people always are like, oh, I wish I could be a fly on the wall in your sessions. And I'm like, if you know me, then that's what it is.
Yeah, I feel like just from this interview, I can really imagine what your sessions are like.
Yeah.
I can, like, no. And, like, thank God that He's put you in that position for those children, because it's definitely going to set them up for life.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, oh no, what happened? Oh no, your mum did what? Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah.
Not nice. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Whacker, but we can't control what others do, but how can we make it better? Yeah, you need to work on you. Yeah. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like,
Oh,
yeah. No, it's such a blessing.
oh, that's beautiful.
I don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly. I be praying for my kids even before I have a session. I'm like, Lord, yeah, give me the words to say, because
Amen.
I think, it's a position of power.
Yeah.
And it can be misused.
Yes.
Like, these are jobs where obviously a lot of people would not be there because of the lack of money, but if there were narcissists about that wanted to really mess up people's lives, this would be a job to do so, because people are coming to you to listen.
Yeah.
So actually, I need to make sure that I'm saying the right things, because someone is going to go off. We don't give advice. We're working together. I'm not saying, you should. No, you need to give me the answer, because I don't want you to say, you told me to do this and it went wrong. I tell you. I didn't tell you to do that.
Yeah.
I said it would be helpful if you didn't do that, but sorry, forgive. But it's always being aware that, you need to really check yourself, because you can say the wrong thing and someone's gonna, you may not remember someone, but you're gonna remember how they made you feel.
Yeah.
Man.
Let the people know where they can find you, like First Love, Last Club and all of that. Let them know.
Oh yeah, First Love Club is my baby. Trying to go to 30 countries before I'm 30, and we've got 2 countries left, baby. And we are not 30 for 4 months, so...
Oh my gosh, smashed it. Do you know what the last 2 are? Like, do you know already?
So next is Turkey. I don't know what the last number 1 is, but I'm gonna do it. So that's first. I believe it's just First Last Club. I don't think there's any underscores.
No, it's First Last
I don't think there's anything there. But I guess if you want to see my Adulting 101s, I will. That's First Last is more likely to be accepted, because we're trying to get flued out. The supports will help us to get flued out. I'm not going to lie and say that everybody will get accepted on the personal page. But if you want to see some of the adulting stuff, that is Chin, like, your Chin _ Aisha with 3 A's, because I got hacked. That silly uncle that hacked me. Bad guy. Bad guy. I had that account from like 2012. It had, that uncle is so wicked. Yeah, I got hacked last year.
Oh
yeah,
no.
one Nigerian uncle as well. Oh, be our own people, man. I got bored of going to the gym. I got bored. So now I climb. I do bouldering now. Like, I'm just trying to find unconventional ways to keep fit, and I think bouldering has been.
The time is timing, but tell me a bit.
Bouldering, so indoor rock climbing.
How is that?
Scary.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a bit of me.
It's scary, but I enjoy it. Like, just a good all body workout.
Yeah.
Problem solving, because you have to look at it and be like, how am I going to get up this thing? And just community. So I'm part of a black climbing club.
Oh, I love that.
So just coming together. It's not something I expected to make friends, but there's people I've built relationships with. So yeah, man, get into something. You don't have to be climbing, but if you do want to climb a wall, man. Climb a wall. Go have some fun. Because gym, I still love gym. It was my first fitness, but I was in gym for 4 or 5 years and I'm over it. I'm tired. How many weights will I lift? How many squats will I do? So let me go and climb a wall.
Let me go and climb.
Let me go and climb. Let me feel the burn in my arms. Let me feel it. So yeah.
I love that. Oh, girl, thank you so much for coming on and sharing the gems and literally like feeding the people. And if you're someone out there, maybe you're not sure about your career path and you feel inspired by some of the things that Chinelo said, I hope that it helps you. Go be ready to learn, to study, but like
read your books.
If you've got that heart and passion for it, as she said, we do need more people in these roles. So
yes. And obviously I can imagine this being a more feminine watch podcast, but brothers, we need you too. We need men. We need men. Like, I work in my whole service, so there's nearly 150 of us, if not more. There's one male therapist.
Come on,
black
guys.
therapist.
Come on,
we've only got one. There's other white male therapists, but actually, if we're looking at black male therapists, we have one. Think of just little you. Imagine little you with someone to support them. Like, I get it. Yeah, they're on Instagram doing fitness and join the field.
Yeah, honestly, really get in there with
because
them.
you guys are there online saying, you need to look after yourself. You need to. But what about
look after them?
What about the mind? It's not all physical. Also, do the mind. It's needed.
Just as important.
It's just as important. Yeah.
If not more, because
if not more, it starts here.
Honestly. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, guys, like, subscribe, share, and I'll be back with another episode soon.
Woo!
Thank you.
Bye.